Hey guys, my name is David Brady. I'm a student at Brigham Young University. I'm majoring in physiology and developmental biology while also getting a minor in business. Three ways that the United States differs from Saudi Arabia. The first is government structure. So, with the hereditary absolute monarchy that Saudi Arabia has, there's pretty stable government in that there's not a whole lot of turnover, but it also means that ideas aren't regularly changing as well. Meanwhile, the United States, with the Democratic Republic, has regularly changing officials based on people's votes and things like that. Secondly, the influence that religion has had on the cultures. So, Saudi Arabia, with Islam being the national religion, as well as um, uh, being based on Sharia law, being based on Sharia law, it ensures that the religion is absolutely front and center in the people's lives, and obviously that's going to mold and shape the people over time. Meanwhile, in the United States, while Christianity is very popular, it's not an official religion, and perhaps more importantly, there is a very strong separation between church and state. The last difference that I kind of wanted to focus on was the difference in the cultures. So the United States has a much newer culture. Obviously, there's a much longer history on the continent itself, but the culture that the United States has developed in the last 300 years or so, is much newer and doesn't have the history behind it. Meanwhile, in Saudi Arabia, the the culture there has been there for millennia, constantly changing, evolving, and that creates a very complex and rich history that it's interesting to unravel. Um, what am I most worried about visiting Saudi Arabia? I think for me, the biggest worry that I have is not having enough time to experience all of the culture to really get a concrete grasp on everything. Um, but obviously, I'll take every bit of opportunity that I can to experience it and pull the most out of it. What am I most looking forward to? Um, I think the thing that I'm most looking forward to is experiencing the culture there. I had the opportunity to work and serve for a few years in Turkey, and um, while I was there, I worked closely with a lot of different people from all around the world, and I don't know why or exactly how, but I just created such a strong bond with the region, with the culture, and I look forward to going back and to experiencing more of the Islamic culture and trying to figure out how has that affected and shaped the country over time. Five words off the top of my head. The first five that I thought of were petroleum, was Islam, culture, tradition, but also influence as well. Um, let's see here. What would you most like to know or learn about on my visit? I really want to learn about the religious influence that Islam has had on the government and on society. I've represented, or rather, I've done Model Arab League for the last 3 years, and I've thoroughly enjoyed my time. I've represented different countries on a variety of different issues, and it's been a lot of fun getting to know and understanding the region as much as I can. But there's only so much you can learn without actually being there, without walking down the streets, without interacting with the people and um, soaking it in person. So I really look forward to that. Where would I like to see myself in 5 to 10 years? Um, I think what I foresee in the next 5 to 10 years is working overseas. I would love to work in that region, preferably for a pharmaceutical or perhaps for a petroleum company. I'd like to go into business, get an MBA, and I'd love to work over there and be able to live in that region full time. Why am I applying to the Gateway program? Um, I think I really want to become a more well-rounded person by experiencing different cultures and really understanding where people come from and why they do the things they do, why our policies the way they are, what's important to different cultures. And like I said just a second ago, the best way to do that is in person, and really soaking that in yourself. What can I bring to the Gateway KSA program? I think what I bring is a very unique perspective. I did live over there in that region. I worked with refugees. I worked with a lot of different people, but I'm not an Arabic major. I'm not a Middle Eastern studies major. I want to go into business. I've studied for a long time and want to focus on that, on those endeavors. And so I bring that well-rounded approach where I'm not the same as everyone else going over there. My connection to the region has nothing to do with academia and has a lot more to do with my interactions already with those people. How would I carry forward my experience in Saudi Arabia after the program is over, and after I've returned to my friends and family? After living in Turkey, after serving the people, after doing a myriad of humanitarian work, those ties, those connections that I have profoundly influenced me. I've had many of a conversation of people in my family, people that I've met, friends, things like that, and helped explain how they see things around the world, and helped everybody understand one another better. I think that there are far more things that we have in common than we have differences, and it's easy to get caught up in recent politics or views that are posted on the internet or things like that. But looking past those and building those bridges of commonality that we have will help things be more smooth, and looking forward to the future, being able to grow stronger relationships, to have effective relationships with people there, and working together to help solve the problems that we come across together. So I hope that I get the chance to go over, and I'm grateful for you guys offering us this opportunity. Thank you.